Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to the educator. Today, I am Dina Roihati as the first speaker of the opposition team will deliver an argument on why developing educational facilities is a top priority over reforming the curriculum. There are a lot of students from remote villages in Indonesia. They dream of becoming a president, a doctor, but their school is only a building with a leaky roof and broken windows. The classrooms are overcrowded and there are no proper facilities for science experiment or even a decent library. How can they possibly compete with students from well-facilitated schools in the city? This is the reality for many students in Indonesia. While curriculum reform is important, building better schools is the first step towards a brighter future for all children. I understand that curriculum reform is a crucial step in improving the quality of education. However, I would like to argue that in Indonesia, building more effective educational facilities is a top priority and cannot be separated from curriculum reform. Ladies and gentlemen, one fact that we all know is that Indonesia has carried out curriculum reforms several times. Has the problem outlined by the positive team been resolved? Certainly not. As according to the Program for International Student Assessment or PISA in 2022, Indonesia only ranked 68th out of 81 countries that participated. There are many factors, one of which is facilities. How can all schools understand the latest curriculum if the facilities for learning and accessing it are zero? I understand that curriculum reform is one of important steps in improving the quality of education. However, the vast and diverse topography is in Indonesia, from the bustling cities of Java and the remote villages of Papua, presents unique challenges that make the need for improved facilities even more critical. In Java, the most densely populated island, overcrowding in schools is a major issue. While some schools in urban areas may have design infrastructures, many rural schools struggle with inadequate classrooms, limited resources, and a lack of basic amenities. This situation is exacerbated in areas prone to natural disasters, where schools are often damaged or destroyed, further hindering access to education. Moving eastward to the outer islands, the challenges becoming even more pronounced. In Kalimantan, for example, the vast expanse of rainforest and the dispersed nature of communities make it difficult to establish and maintain schools. The lack of proper roads and transportation infrastructure further complicates the situation, making it challenging for teachers to reach remote areas and for students to access education. In Papua, the remoteness and challenging terrain pose significant obstacles. Many villages are only accessible by boat or plane, making it difficult to transport materials and personnel for school construction. The lack of qualified teachers and the prevalence of poverty also contribute to the educational challenges faced by Papuan children. The need for improved educational facilities is not just about providing a comfortable learning environment. It is also about creating a space where students can thrive and reach their full potential. Without adequate facilities, curriculum reform will be a futile exercise. We need to invest in building schools that are equipped with the necessary resources and infrastructure to support quality education for all Indonesian children, regardless of their location or background. Firstly, the limitations in access to educational facilities in Indonesia are still very real. Many remote areas lack schools, decent classrooms, and even internet access. How can we expect curriculum reform to succeed if our children don't have adequate places to learn? Secondly, acceptable educational facilities can improve the quality of learning. Comfortable classrooms, well equipped laboratories, and rich libraries can motivate students to study harder and enhance their understanding. Thirdly, educational facilities can bridge the educational gap. By building schools and educational facilities in remote areas, we can provide equal opportunities for all Indonesian children to access quality education. Of course, curriculum reform remains important. However, without adequate educational facilities, curriculum reform will be in vain. We need to build more effective educational facilities throughout Indonesia so that our children can learn comfortably and reach their potential. Thank you. I think that's all I can bring to the table. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.